Okay, so the question starts from here. They're saying 4 workers, which is worker A, B, and C and D. Okay, measure the mass of a 10.00 gram mass on several different kitchen balances. Okay, so worker A measured that 10-gram mass 3 times, and you can see the masses that he found here. Even worker B, he measured it 3 times. These are the masses. Worker C, he measured 3 times. These are the masses. Worker D, he also measured 3 times. These are the masses. Okay, and then the questions now come. Which set of data between the A, B, C, and D has the best precision? And then the other question is that which set of data has the best accuracy? Okay, so before you even solve here, you have to know the definitions of what accuracy is, okay, and what is precision, okay? So accuracy and precision will go in hand in hand. Okay, so let me write the words here. Okay, so here are accuracy. And then on the other side, I'm going to have what? Precision. Okay, so anyone who knows their definitions, what is accuracy and what is precision? Anyone? Anyone who knows what is accuracy, what is precision? No one knows, guys. Okay, so I'll start by defining accuracy. Okay, so accuracy, okay, accuracy refers to how close, okay, how close the measurements are to the true value. That's what accuracy is, okay? So if my true value is 10, and then I have these sets of data, maybe 9.9, okay, 9.99, and then I have 9.97. So you can see that all these here, all these measurements here, okay, are very close to this 10 here, okay? So we say that that measurement is what? Accurate, because it's closer to the true value. Okay, and then when we talk about precision, okay, precision, it refers to how close multiple measurements are to each other, regardless of whether they are close to the true value. So if the true value maybe is 10, and then your measurements are 5.5, okay, 5.54, 5.65, okay, we see that these measurements here, they are close to each other, quite right? But they are not anywhere near to the true value, okay? But because they're just closer to each other like that, we say that those measurements are what? Precise. So precision refers to how close multiple measurements are to each other, regardless, okay, of the fact if they are close to the true value or not. But when you talk about accuracy, okay, you simply mean that the value, the measured value, is very close to the what? To the true value. So they usually show this using that game where I don't know the name. Is it they call it that or something? If this is the point where you must shoot, okay, and then you have those circles in between like that, something like this. And then when you are shooting those darts here, okay, if those darts are almost hitting this point, they are very close to this point like this, okay, we say that the shooter is what? Accurate, because it's close to this point, okay? But if I have, on other days, okay, I have such a result, let me draw here, okay? I have that are hitting here, another that hitting here, another that again hitting the same close here, okay? We see that these dots are hitting hitting at the same area, okay? But they are not anywhere near to the target, which is this one, okay? So we say that this one here is precise because several measurements are what? Close to each other. But this one here, we say that it is what? Accurate. Why is it accurate? Okay, because it is closer to the target or the what? The true value. So those are the definition of accuracy and precision, and you're going to learn them. Okay, I hope my explanation has made some sense. Okay. Okay, so I was saying we are finding the difference in ranges, right? Okay. So here on A, how did we find the difference in range? We said the highest number minus this, we got this. Okay. And then on B, the highest number was this, the lowest was this, we subtracted, we got this. And then now we are on C. So the highest number is this guy, and then the lowest is this one. So if I punch on my calculator, okay, so this minus this, I'm getting a 0.002. So 0.002. And then D, what is my highest number? My highest number is this 9.926, and then minus 9.632. What am I getting? I'm getting 0.294. Okay, so these are the ranges. Okay, these are the ranges. So for you to pick the one with the best precision, you pick that one that has the lowest range. Okay, so this one, which one has the lowest? We see that the lowest is this one, and this one was for what? For worker C. Okay, we see that all these measurements here are very close. So which head has the best precision? Okay, we can say that it's what? It's C. C has the best precision. Okay, and then here they're saying which data set has the best accuracy. Okay, so for us to find which one has the best accuracy, we're going to find the average of worker A, the average of worker B, the average of worker C, the average of worker D, and see which one among those is the closest to what? To 10. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, so let's go on the board, add these, and find their averages. Okay, so for worker A, this is going to be equals to, okay, we have 10.022 plus, okay, 9.976 plus 10, okay, 10.008. Then we are dividing this by what? By 3. So punch this on your calculator to counter check with what I'll be finding. Okay, so if I punch this onto my calculator, divided by 3, okay, I'm getting this as my average. Okay, I'm getting 10.002. Okay, so this is my average for worker what? For worker A. Okay, and then let's get for worker B. So worker B, we had 9.863 as 36 plus, there was 10.033 plus 9.723. Okay, then we're dividing all these by 3. So let us punch into our calculators. 9 plus 9 divided by 3. Okay, so if I divide this by 3, what am I getting? I'm getting 9.864 as my average on worker B. Okay, let's find for worker C. So worker C had these measurements. Okay, yeah, he had 10.230 plus 10.231 plus 10.232. 232. Okay, then we are dividing all this by what? 3. So we pass this on my calculator. 10 divided by 3. I'm getting this as my answer. I'm getting 10.231. Okay, as my average for worker C. And then we find now the average for worker D, which is the last one. So we can deal with 9.632 plus 9.835 plus we had 9.926. Then we're dividing all this by what? By 3. So what are we going to get here? So we just punch this into our calculators. So 9.632 plus by 3. Okay. So if I divide by 3, I'm getting 9.798 as my average. Okay. So now of this average, which one is the closest to 10? Okay, so I have 9.7 here, I have 10.231, I have 9.863, and then here I have 10.002. Okay, we see that this one for 10.002 is the closest to 10. Okay, so we would say that the worker A was what? More accurate than the others. So here we are going to come and we're going to say worker A was what? The most accurate. Okay, so any questions there, guys? Okay, so
I have a question.
yes.
So you can't just go by just like looking at the figures which is given there, like letter A 10.022
Mm-hmm.
9.976 10.008. So you can't just go by just looking at the number which has been given without finding the average.
Okay, yeah. So you can't. Okay, unless you are given only one measurement. Okay, when you are given only one measurement, you just directly compare it to the true value. Okay, but when you're given a number of measurements, okay, and you want to find if those number of measurements are accurate, you always have to find the average. Okay, you find the average of those measurements. Then that's when you can conclude if they are accurate or they are not.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. All right. So if there are no questions, I'll end there. Next time we'll look at unit conversions in chemistry. Okay. So if there are no questions, I'll end there. Okay. So thank you so much for everyone who has attended. So we'll continue the classes tomorrow. We are going to have physics. Okay. Tomorrow is Saturday. Hey. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow is Saturday. We are going to have physics. And then Sunday, there's no class. We'll continue on Monday. Okay, so have a blessed night, guys. I'll share the recorded video for those who are not here.
Yeah, appreciating for all the effort that you are investing in us. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.